If your sons decided to identify as white, how would you feel about that?
Well, that's never going to happen.
Maybe your parents said that about you.
Oh, I'm sure they have not understood a lot of things about me. But, you know, I know them well enough to say that's, I don't expect,
but if they
I don't
wanted
expect that to
I
ever
mean,
happen.
give it 10 years.
Whatever Isaiah and Franklin choose to do, I know them well enough to know that it will be a healthy choice for them.
You say that you've gone there with the Black experience. What does that mean?
Well, that means that, you know, I've owned both of my sons being my sons, and that also entails wherever we go, we are seen as a Black family. When I get pulled over by the police, I get the B instead of the W, and you know, I have had WU, which is unidentifiable, and then B. You know, it's like it's kind of the way I've been perceived has shifted.
But does that make you Black?
Those
Going through those
right.
experiences, does that change and you become Black? That's what
Right.
I'm trying to understand.
Right. Well, you're asking like, what does it mean to go there experientially? It's, you know, it's having your hair searched at TSA. It's having being actually living in a space where I am seen as Black or mixed or whatever, light skin, Black, mixed.
You mentioned light skin privilege and the decision to make your hair blacker. I mean, personally, I've struggled many years to have my hair do what it's doing now. And a lot of people in the light skin community, in the mixed chicks community, also have an issue with that. Just, you know, we've been fighting our lives for our Black card. You know, we've been told, can you sit at the Black table or the white table? I mean, we've been perceived in a certain way, people questioning if we're part of the tribe. And so what would you say to the mixed community? I mean, you've been able to kind of take on this mantle.
Right, well, I get treated the same way. I mean, you know, again, it's like, are you Black enough? Are you white enough? And, well, maybe it hasn't been so many years solidly and consistently being treated that way. It's still, I have felt that I get it. I get what it means to, you know, be like, oh, you've got the good hair, and, you know, kind of get like a little bit of haterism from both sides and that kind of thing, which, by the way, your hair is gorgeous.
Well,
but
what about your hair? I mean, we have to talk about hair. Now we're talking about hair.
Well.
So, I mean, everybody wants to know your hair. How do you do your hair? Is it a perm? Is it a weave? Everybody's asking.
So this is a weave, and I do it myself. And
Yeah, because you do hair.
Yeah.
What was it like going to Howard I mean, at that time you identified as a white person, correct?
I kind of just I didn't necessarily talk about it. So nobody asked me, I didn't, you know, in fact, a few people are like, oh, well, you know, clearly she's, you know, got white, but they're like, no, she's Black somewhere. She's like the one drop rule, it's whatever. And I just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, just let it, so I didn't necessarily assert, you know, in my relationships there with my fellow grad students, you know, what I was.
What is next for you? Are you going to continue to live as a Black woman?
I'll continue to be me, that's for sure. I have no plans I had no plans to do anything different than what I was doing. You know, when this hit, I'll keep being me. You know, I had that in the last 3 days, that has not like actually been a question for me. The question is, what is the world gonna do with me now?
Hey NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.